who is in there in the backfield. They're going to send Njoku in motion and pitch it to Hampton on first down. Looking to get to the edge, and he loses a yard. Mike McDaniel's been about. Another play action pass. Herbert over the middle. It's incomplete. Too high for Ladd McConkey. And now a decision on this opening and likely lone series for the Chargers on a 4th and short. It looks like the punt team's coming out.
I asked Harbaugh if it's 3 and out, will that be it for Herbert and the starters? He said yes. That's one series. Just 3 plays. We'll see if that holds.
So J.K. Scott, outstanding seasons, and he's looking to get his team back to the playoffs after some disappointing ones as well. And that's an excellent play made by Elijah Molden coming up to break that up and force a punt for this Niners offense.
Yeah, that was really a quick move by Molden. Left side of the screen, you see, he almost has a shot at picking this one off, but he made sure wrapping his arms around the receiver. One thing about Harbaugh, he is a man of his word.
No question. Keaton Mitchell's also in the game. He's going to get his first touch here, and he'll lose 2 yards. The quick penetration. He said he didn't know he's ever played with a player that's as fast as him, but he's a complete wide receiver. He does everything. Now on 3rd down and 3, Lance gets rid of it. There is Mitchell with a catch and run and a first down. That is exactly what Mike McDaniel envisioned when he put up a wanted poster for this guy.
It's preseason, right?
That's right. It was the Dukes, 3rd and 6. Chargers bring 4. Jones steps up in the tight window. Guess who? Stripling with another catch and a big gain across the 35. R.J. Mickens finally halts him, but a 22-yard pickup.
And this guy's a rookie, huh? He does not look like a rookie. Over the middle, in a crowd, concentrates on the catch, gets the ball right to the body. Fine throw by Mac Jones.
89.7% in his career. 48-yard attempt here. And he sticks it. On first down, good time. It runs out for Lance, and now will show off the wheels. A lot of space for Lance inside the 20 and down to the 6. The first big play for this Chargers offense has them set up 1st and goal. 37 yards on the ground.
Now, great protection to begin with, but the Niners are playing man-to-man defense here. Nobody has their eyes on the quarterback. So once Lance breaks.
Vidal split out. Empty set for Lance. Niners bring 4. Lance, fade. Lampard Smith couldn't bring it in. Tight coverage in the corner of the end zone. And Jack. And that is a chip shot that he could hit with his eyes closed. Showcased over the last couple seasons.
Well, and especially if your name's Dicker, the kicker.
Jones on play action. Rainbow, perfectly delivered. Jordan Watkins turns upfield and picks up a couple more to the 41-yard line.
And the play action pass gave Jones a little bit more time to.
In the game against Tennessee. On the pitch this time, it's McCormick finding the space, and McCormick, the Burners, caught up just in time. Down the field, Kendall Williamson makes a tackle to save a touchdown. His first 2 seasons, missed all of last year. McCormick, patience, staying up for the touchdown. And the first pay dirt of the night belongs to San Francisco. And Sincere McCormick, the 3rd-year man out of UTSA.
Let's check it out to make sure he gets all the way in the end zone before that knee goes down.
So Cowing will get another opportunity at a Scott punt. He's had a couple of brilliant placements already. And again, the hang time showcased Cowing from the 16. Trying to get to the edge and does. Gets a block. Now down the sideline. Keeps his footing across the 40. Cowing with one to beat, and he does. He's going to go. Jacob Cowing. House call. Touchdown Niners.
To the sideline. No flag on the play, but watch from the left side of the screen. That block right there should have been called illegal. And now J.K. Scott says, plays the Matador.
After the touchdown.
Meanwhile, Duozier and Amar Johnson are back deep for this kick return. And it is taken by Johnson, the star from last week, from the goal line. Trying to retaliate, gets it across the 30 to the 31-yard line. We'll see what they can do to finish this first half into the second. That's a good one right there. Right into the pocket for Devontae Ross, and he'll meander his way to midfield. Picks up 16. Niners bring 4. Lands to Vidal. And it's well short, at least a yard and a half, where Garrett Wallow swallowed him. And a turnover on downs.
Boy, this just drives you crazy when you complete a pass and the receiver's not far enough.
Jones over the middle. It's caught in stride. Excellent delivery from Jones. And another chunk from the Niners offense as they call the timeout.
Good hands catch.
Timeout.
This
Timer,
is a
please
bullet
reset the
by
game
Mac
clock
Jones.
to 31 seconds.
Watch him reach
Thank
out
you.
to get that ball in front of the defender there. A deep in cut here. Going against it, one of those number 24s, Rodney Shelley.
All trying to make an impact on what is a deep, crowded, and talented defensive backfield. Chargers bring 4 on first down. Jones steps up, delivers a deep ball in traffic, and it's incomplete. There was a small window for Watkins to bring it home. Instead, it's second down with Shelley deep in coverage.
Devin Grant had a shot at this too.
For Pinheiro. Good jump by the Chargers, and Pinheiro sneaks it in there to end the first half. Play clock down to 2. Martinez does get it off. Free rusher on the edge. Martinez got it away, but it's incomplete out of the hands of Jacob Cowing. So the Chargers force a 3 and out. Kendall Williamson was with him stride for stride, and a incredible high school athlete. Going to throw on all 3 downs here to the sideline, and it's complete. Aronde Gadsden goes up to get it, and a first down to keep the drive moving.
This year as a rookie, 49 catches by Gadsden, but look at the catch. Again, you love to see guys go up and just snatch it with their hands. Good deep corner route. That's Gadsden's got.
In the early going of his first drive, Johnson stays in there behind him. And they give it to him. The star from last week, not this time. Tripped up and a loss of 1. And this Niners defense has made life miserable for this Charger rushing attack. That was Jacob Robinson. With Gadsden to get the first down of the drive. Can he do it again on 3rd and long? Quick throw and incomplete. Well read by Robinson again. Got his hands on it. And it's harmlessly 4th down.
McDaniel's style is going to play to your strengths.
Oh man, I feel like it's gonna be a big up on that. Especially with his style. I'm looking to capitalize off of that this year.
And he is the good luck charm. Junior Colson with the pick 6 of 15 yards, and the Chargers finally get in the end zone.
Quentin's our good luck charm right there.
Well, great pressure on the quarterback by Tucker. He's going to come from the right side, and watch him right here with the pressure.
See what he can do inside the red zone. Martinez stepping up, throwing inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. Got it to Kaderil Hodge for a gain of 11.
Yeah, I really was impressed with that play because it looked like Martinez could have.
McCormick is the running back. Watkins the motion man. Play action. Martinez swivels the hips. Incomplete. Nice deflection by Amani Johnson.
Well, that's a heck of a play by the linebacker, Amani Johnson. He was.
Herbert at 5'9", 212 out of the backfield. Has the football and has the touchdown. San Francisco right back down the field to extend the lead.
And the 49er faithful.
For the Bolts have talked about how great that quarterback room has been. Comfortable with one another. This one, a tight one, is incomplete. Knocked away from Sincere Brown by Ephesian Prysock, the rookie out of Washington, a 4th round pick. Uyunglele stepping up on the run. Too high for Amar Johnson. Chargers bring 4 on 2nd down and 9. And nearly picked off again. A legitimate chance for Isas Waxter. Hayden Rucci, the motion man on 4th down and 2. Martinez, sideline. It is caught. Hodge trying to get away, and Smith just holding on for dear life. But a 1st down and a pickup of 9.
If you can make a play or two.
3rd and 6. Martinez gets away, and Martinez nearly walks in. Touchdown Niners. Flag is down.
It's going to be holding against the Chargers. Touchdown will stand.
It's back-to-back touchdown tries. This was something that he did through his... Ozier and Ross are back to receive this kick. And it will be Devontae Ross trying to show off his speed. He won't get a chance. He loses the football. 49ers looked like they might have pounced on it, and they did.
He's got right here, you can't stop. Ball gets punched out. Niner ball at the 20.
It was Nick Martin who dislodged it, and Kadarius Hodge was right there to scoop it up. And it feels like Murphy's Law is in full effect right now for Martinez. Drop, step up. A fastball for a touchdown. Jordan Watkins, the open man. And number 17 scores from 17 yards out to extend the lead.
Yeah, Watkins had a big day last week against Tennessee. Watch the post route right side of the screen. Real sharp route.
Said that it's been really imperative to have his guys near him during those mental reps during these games so they can understand. Send Ross in motion. Uyunglele in the pocket. And it is bobbled and incomplete. Put it towards the sideline in the direction of Delvon Campbell, and Darrell Luter Jr. had him under wraps.
That's a good route to the Los Angeles, the 49ers.
Miscommunication, yep, and Uyunglele gets dumped. Bethune has been a beast. The loss of 5. Martinez trying to keep the play alive. Fade away. It is picked off out of bounds and caught. Devin Grant, excellent ball tracking skills, and the Chargers have another turnover.
Devin Grant is 6'4", and he uses all of it. Watch him lay out. Good job by Martinez to get out of the pocket, but he really doesn't have much as he throws late. Durable.
Uyunglele off the fake, and he steps up and gets crunched. A sandwich. Ticking towards the 2-minute warning. Final play before it, and the screen was blown up, tipped and incomplete. Uyunglele, deep drop, wide open over the middle, and he's got his man. Completion inside the 10, and then some. What an effort!
He was not touched.
Jerron Bradley.
This one to get the touchdown. Finds a wide open receiver. Great desire to get into the end zone.
Uyunglele over the middle, and he's got it. Back of the end zone, caught by Svoboda.
Laser shot, the back of the end zone. Beautiful. Defenders are taught not so.
Law of averages says it's out of his system.
It's preseason, I guess.
Khalil Herbert scrolled past the 30 to the 32 in what will all likelihood be a critical matchup. Well, the final score, San Francisco 41, Los Angeles 17.